Okay, I say you made mention that, like, I mean, that you are still loyal to him, that you are still his disciple.
Yes.
So I want to ask you, wouldn't that be so much disrespectful to him if he eventually come out tomorrow, and then, I mean, because like the government in Nigeria, I think, is quite different from the group he's leading. So I want you also to clarify me the difference between Ipob and the government in Nigeria. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
And good evening to Mr. Ekpa. My question is, I mean, somebody raised it earlier. So somebody asked you about previous promises that were made that have not been fulfilled, and you said that you've kept all your promises. But I want to draw two in particular to your attention. So about 2 years ago, you made a tweet asking for 50 people who donate $10,000 each, and then that if they do that, then within the next 6 months, we'll see Biafra. And it's been 2 years now. So I guess my question is more, is it that you've not gotten the 50 people, or they didn't donate, or that promise has not been?
Did you donate?
Then you went ahead to also talk about a match between Biafra and Ambazonia that would happen soon. And it's been about 2 or 3 years and we haven't seen it yet also. So, I mean, clearly, if we follow this, it means that you've really not been keeping the promises that you've been talking about. And then going...
Ipob speaking Biafran, shame on you for not supporting our Prime Minister for the good work that he's doing. Because we are proud of His Excellency. We are proud of what he's doing for us. We are proud for the fight he's fighting for us, for our people.
All right.
For that woman that is going out there with 3 months baby on your back, you will be inside the sun, you will be inside the rain, hockey, with everything that we have in that country. But everybody is suffering. Now you see somebody that come out to fight for you. Instead of you to support, you are there asking stupid questions. Thank you very much. My Excellency, my Honorable Prime Minister, I'm here today on my knee to say thank you. Thank you for fighting for me. Thank you for everything you are doing.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Becky.
Biafran Orientation Agency takes root. You represent that agency. And you cannot, I do not think it is wise answering question pandering only to your base, because those who are not in your base might be larger than your base. So when I ask the question of a legitimate Igbo culture and honor system, and I said, Nnamdi Kanu ga-abịakwute gị na Finland, maka na nnukwu anaghị agakwa obere, it's in a manner in the spirit. Now, that answer didn't really give me the clarity I want, and that's why I'm bringing this rebuttal. I even suggested in my question that there could be a central place where you people will meet. I'm not the only one with this ideology. I believe there are many people, and Biafra, by the way, exists both in ideology and in actuality. So how do you appeal to people with different ideology as your orientation agency to get us involved? Because there were many people, like I said, I didn't know you, if not for Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu promoted you, Nnamdi Kanu blew your trumpet. So if you have popularity today, it's in Nnamdi Kanu. How can you now say that he will come to Finland and meet you? That's not Igbo culture.
Okay.
That's not Igbo principle.
All right. If you are asking me a question about what I'm doing to restore Biafra and how I'm going to do it, and I did not answer you and address you, then it should be...
When I tell you that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa are like father and son, I believe you should agree with me. You should, right? Good. Now, you remember that time that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu always give us broadcasts on Mondays and Fridays, right? And then on Saturdays, sometimes he will make out time and say, call me and ask me any question you want to ask me about Biafra, about Nigeria, and you know, people will call in to ask their questions. Good. You remember all this, right? Did you remember, or should I show you video again, or you watch this video?
My question is about your best friend, our president and commander. Now, you propounded this theory of a cloned man, and that our current president is a Sudanese man called Jibril. Do you agree that your information might have been wrong, and you are also willing to apologize to him for that error? Anybody can make a mistake.
No, not at all. Buhari is dead and buried in a shallow grave in Saudi Arabia. Aisha Buhari was there. She came back from what they called a lesser Hajj. She was wearing black. She was mourning. If you look at the pictures that were circulated at that point in time, you will see the smug, or should I say, the forlorn faces of northern governors. A minute silence was held at the AU for a late Buhari. Even Her Britannic Majesty Queen Elizabeth II also penned a condolence message to the people of Nigeria before the cabal took over and asked her to rescind it, which she did. Buhari is dead, and I'm prepared to stake Biafra on it. If you, Dele Momodu, can go and prove to me, I'm not asking you to do anything too complex. If you can go and ask this man you call Buhari, whoever it is in Asorok, to come outside, don't do very much, address a panel of Nigerian youths, maybe 20 of them, and speak Buhari's mother tongue, which is Fulfude. I will give up Biafra, I will apologize to him, and I will submit myself to any authority on this earth to do with me as they please. There is no Buhari. Jubril was there. Jubril followed Abba Kyari to Cuba and ran away from there and never came back. The man you have now in Asorok is from Niger Republic. His name is Yusuf Abubakar Muhammad. That's his name. Yusuf Abubakar Muhammad. Even Shekau knows who he is personally and was mentioning his name as well. It is not Buhari. The old Buhari that you and I know, the country cannot be burning and he will restrict himself.
Now, I believe that Simon Ekpa is in the same race with what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been doing. All right. So Simon Ekpa just, make out time and, allow people to call him and ask him any question they feel like about Biafra. And believe in me, his answers was so, I don't know the word I would use to describe it, honestly. Somebody called him and was like, what is the relationship between you and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's family? Some people share, and then he answered so intelligently. Another person called and said, please, as it is now, what is your stand, or what is your take, or what is your level on the place of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? And he also answered intelligently. The one that struck me most is somebody called and said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said that when Biafra comes, that he's not going to be in the government. I mean, he's not going to take part in the government activities. So you now, are you telling us that if Biafra come, that you are not going to take part in any Biafran government? He said, let me tell you the answer he answered. He said, no, I will be part of Biafran government. He said, I'll be part. But the most interesting thing is, the reason he gave. He gave a very, very important and sensitive reason that even if you hear it, you have to beat your chest and say, yes, this is a good reason for him to be part of that government. All right. So I'm going to allow you to watch it so that you hear it from the horse's mouth. Make it not be like saying from my mouth till they come out from. Hear it from the horse's mouth. But please, as you're watching, do not forget to support a brother. Subscribe to this channel. Turn on your notification button so you get notified anytime I upload a video. All right. So please watch it.
On Ekpa, thank you for all that you do. I will be very direct to the point. I have just one question, like Dr. Damages has limited everyone to. In Igbo land, they say Igbo Wednesday. That's one thing they say. They say Igbo Adi Honotu. But I love Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the sense that he was able to bring some kind of unity among Igbos. And he was able to promote the fact that that's a lie in the Igbo Wednesday. And that leads me to my question. This is my question, Mazi. I got to know you through Nnamdi Kanu, or I should say you came to notoriety through Nnamdi Kanu. And the thing I noticed about Nnamdi Kanu is that he has great respect for Ojukwu, for example, and from some people. But while you were speaking, while you were delivering your speech, you made a comment that you might not be inclined to listen to Nnamdi Kanu because he is incarcerated, which is true, which I believe on that comment. But you made the second comment, which is what I want you to clarify, that if Nnamdi Kanu is free, he has to come to Finland before you can sit down and listen to him. That sounded, with all due respect, a little bit out of place because if you had said that you guys will meet at a central place, United States, somewhere, just somewhere central, that would have sounded a little bit like someone who almost did there ahead of him. But to say that Nogademi is in Finland, there are many Igbo people that will not go well to their hearing. How do you clarify that? I want you to clarify that. That's my question.
All right, thank you very much. You will never understand. And it is not everything I will explain here for you. And I'm not here to entice everybody with my speeches. Take those what are good that I have made and remove those that you feel are not good. Take the good part of me and throw away the bad part of me. But the reason I made that comment, those who are in the spirit will understand me. And I'm not making it for people to love me, but that is a fact. We are fighting a demonic state, a state that is ready to destroy anything and anyone in order to maintain the status quo. So I know what I'm saying, and I know why I said such thing, and I cannot explain it here for you to be happy with me. But if there are other things I'm doing that you're happy with, I believe that should be well with you. But one thing you should also know is that what you don't know is bigger than you.
All right, thank you. Let's go to Uchechukwu Jesus.
Good evening, Dr. Damages. Good evening, my Prime Minister.
Greetings.
I salute you. Oh God, I salute you. I'm saying that I am in the homeland. Somebody asked, what about that? How many people? How do you know people that voted? The people, I participated in the organizing people to vote. The people that voted, they have name, they have their home, they have their villages and everything. And a lot of people are willing today. People are rushing to be voted. So any person that is asking that question is making a mistake. And if you stay in London, you will only know about London. You don't know what we that are here are passing through. So my question now is, my Prime Minister, it was since 2021 we got to know each other. Even if you check your mail, you will still see my mails to you. And we have been following this together while I was in Lagos and all the other places. My question is now, we are going to declare on the 2nd, we that are on the ground, where and how are we going to lift our flags so that people will know that something has happened here? So that those people who are there thinking that nothing is happening here, will know that we are actually on the ground. God bless you, sir.
Thank you very much for that. And it is good. I was actually expecting that everybody that is going to come here will be Damages group, you know. So I'm surprised to see people that are part of what we're doing. Honestly, I was not expecting anybody to come here, you know, to support or confirm what I'm saying. But I was just expecting that this is a platform for one Nigerianist. This is a platform for people who have a different ideology and ideas from what we're doing. So, but it's good to see some of you here. And I would like that we can have this particular discussion again after today. So Rudolph, take note of that, you know, because it is very imperative that as we approach all these people that have issues with me or with Biafra, they should come. And they don't need to believe me, but at least they will hear my part of the story instead of hearing from the third party and all this hearsay and all that. So, yes, the Biafra government in the homeland, which is called the de facto government will be communicated. The entire leadership of the government, of the state government, will be communicated on what to do and how to do that. So those who are part of the government will be informed and communicated on what to do and when and how. So those instructions will come from the internal memo. Thank you.
Bless you.
All right, thank you so much.
Rudolph, you mute yourself.
Thank you, Uchechuku. Let's hear from Prince Sike.
Mr. Rudolph, I thank you for hosting our Prime Minister. Our Prime Minister, I want to say I appreciate you for standing before the world to clarify some things that one Nigerians have been trying to make people not to understand. I just came online because of one thing. One of the things that made me to come online was when somebody was asking you who voted you. So I came in here to let everybody know that we the Biafrans voted you as the Prime Minister. So you are our Prime Minister, and that is the job you are doing. So once again, I want to appreciate you, but I will also end it with a question for the whole world to hear. There is one thing you always say when you started. You always told us that you know when Biafra will come. And this thing always a kind of, I believe a lot of people don't understand. But right now, the whole world can see that Biafra is here. We want to appreciate you, Prime Minister, and we say, may the good Lord continue to keep you. Thank you so much. We thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And let me also make some comment based on what you said. And yes, I just want to inform Biafrans that my Prime Minister of Biafra today is going to be, this government will be dissolved. Immediately we start getting recognition from the international community. And then we'll start the preparation for the transitional government. That is the reason we have the de facto government functional. The structure is already in place. So as soon as the recognition start coming from the United States, every other person follows. United Nations follows. And that will start the preparation for the transitional government. So those people that are putting their coat in a very high place, like Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, all of them, they will also be running, and that's when they will know that they are Biafra people. But of course, everybody will put their hands on the deck for us to have the desired nation that we have all fought for. So as soon as that happens, the government in exile will be dissolved. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Prince Sike. Dr. Chidi, you're next.
Thank you, Rudolph. How are you, Simon?
I'm very good.
You blocked me. I'm glad we finally have an opportunity to talk one-on-one.
I blocked you because you were calling Finland.
This is my time now.
As you can
Dr.
see,
Rudolph, I guess you need to control this thing. If I'm on your show, so I expect you to moderate very well.
So we try to, the guest is the guest. So he's the guest for today. So go ahead.
Doesn't make sense. That's just what I'm asking. So when I'm talking, you should let me talk. And then when he's talking, I'll let him talk.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you. So you blocked me when I was asking you about the people that told me that you duped them. But that's a story for another day. I'm glad that we have this opportunity to talk to each other one-on-one. The most painful thing about this madness of yours is just the lives that
if he's here to ask questions, he can ask questions.
The lives that
address me as madness of yours, please.
You're a crazy man. The only thing is the lives that you're losing, the lives that are lost as a result of your actions. That is what is bothering me. What you have caused for Ebonyi people, your brothers and sisters of Ebonyi, state in particular who are murdered here now and then, and other young boys. My friend, let me finish talking now. This is your madness. Let me finish.
Like that,
You're a stupid man. One day,
Doctor, all right.
Dr. Che, you have to talk respectfully, please.
Yeah.
So you are not here to fight, please.
Hold on. Who is speaking? Please don't speak. I'm the one running.
This case is talking.
no, it's not.
Let him. Yeah, he should be cultured now. Why would he be talking to someone like that?
You know how many people that are killed because of what this stupid man is doing? One day all this will be over. You know it.
Do you have any proof? Do you have any proof of that?
So,
You don't have any evidence.
down there in Finland.
Shut up your mouth. Don't accuse anybody for what you don't know.
All right. I'm sorry, guys. This is not good. I don't entertain people who are not moderating, trying to help the moderator. We have a guest, and we want to respect our guest, whatever you think about him. And there are some languages we don't encourage. You can ask your question, any question you want, but you don't have to use words like stupid, and it's not acceptable, not on this platform. I know that in the past people. So I will bring back Chidi, but I will make sure that just give us your question, whatever question you want to ask. People should not use those kind of languages. But before I bring back Chidi, let me go to Annie Zubike. You're next.
Dr. Grievous, sir. My PM, Obato.
You are not talking or is muted.
Yeah, Annie, we can hear you.
Dr. Grievous, sir.
Oh, okay.
My PM, Grievous, sir. I salute you.
Written.
I from homeland, Ebony State. Oshago precisely, Umuzakambo. All of us are here what you are doing, and we are appreciating you very well. Don't mind whatever they say. We people in homeland know what is going on. Forget those who are in abroad who don't know what is going on in our homeland. We people in homeland who know what is going on. Forget whatever they know and whatever they talk rubbish. Oblo shike anyachi etalo mogobagi. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
All right, Annie, thank you so much. Let's go to Revolution. You're next.
Yes, I don't know if you hear me, Doctor.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, good evening one more time, and Samuel Ekpa, well done, sir.
Greetings.
You can see the underlining of my name, Revolution. I always support anybody who is trying to help Nigeria, because that country has been brought to nonsense. People are just fooling themselves. And I want to say I'll be in Finland on the 2nd of December. I live in Sweden here. So anybody supporting anything that will bring sanity into that country, I'm behind you, and you can see.
Great.
You can look at it very well. It's not just talking. So I was just listening, but today you have played so many things. I know some people are saying sit at home is causing this and that, but there's no freedom without bloodshed.
Yes.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Revolution. I'll go back to Chidi. So Chidi, Dr. Chidi, please go straight to your question.
My brother, the reason why I came on is because I don't even know, out of respect for you, Rudolph, because I invited Simon to my platform. We had an interview, but when all these things, when things started going south, and I'm going to try to control my language out of respect for your platform. But when he derailed, as I think he did, we never got an opportunity to have to address him. So all I'll say in a few seconds is that I feel sorry for what the struggle has come to and what I believe he has made the struggle. And I just pray that one day we will all wake up and this nightmare of Simon Ekpa will be over. I just plead for Biafrans to just be. It's a very sorrowful thing. It's a very mournful thing with Nnamdi Kanu in prison, a lot of our people dying every day. I'm just hoping that one day all this will be sorted out and this madness will be over. Thank you for having me, Rudolph. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Chidi.
All right, let me also address what he said and make a comment. I hope that one day when Biafra has been restored and recognized through this my madness, you will come and we will sort our differences differently in Biafra court. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Mother Simon. Let's go to, we are rounding up now. Eze, thank God, you are next.
And just a last one. He said something that so that this nightmare will end. And indeed, that is actually the exact word to describe what I'm doing to Nigeria. I'm the Nigerian nightmare, the terrorist Nigerian. So he actually said the right word. So that's
all right. Thank you. So Eze, thank God, you're next.
Good evening, my PM, Simon Ekpa. Good evening, the co-hosts, all of you inside here. I greet everyone. Honestly, I came in to appreciate the good work my PM is doing. I am here in the hinterland of Biafra. I hear someone saying that Boy State is not is not sitting at home. That is lie. We are sitting at home here every Monday and every other day. As occasion warrants sit at home, we sit at home. It is only a foolish man that will say that Nnamdi Kanu has not tried or is not working for him or is not working for his freedom or cannot be aggressive seeing Nnamdi Kanu being kidnapped and detained illegally. Even the prominent, even the politicians, we know what they are doing us here. We know how much we are buying fuel, a liter of fuel now, 1,200 naira. Go to, even pure water now is, one sachet of pure water is 15 naira. 300 naira. We know the hardship we are in here. We know what the Nigerian government has cost all of us here. So whoever is talking otherwise is an agent. For me, is an agent to Nigerian government. Is a even the politician is advocating for Nnamdi Kanu release. Even as we see them as wicked as they are advocating for Nnamdi Kanu's release. So what about we? That we feel that we have been marginalized by those politicians who does not want us to breathe. Because one politician like this will be packing money. You will see him with how many kilo, with how many convoy. But you are not seeing, you are not feeding even a meal in the day. What are you just even saying here? I appreciate the hard work of our Prime Minister and the Biafran Republic government in exile. And we will look forward to the declaration of the restoration of Biafra, 2nd December, because the suffering is too much. But they releasing Nnamdi Kanu for us. Why are they holding him there themselves? But they releasing Nnamdi Kanu so that everybody, if it is to divide the country, if the country is too big for one man to rule, divide it. Let everybody go and solve the whole problem in his own region. What are they even talking, sir?
Eze, thank you.
We here is very aggressive. I just came in to thank Prime Minister, the government, our Republic government in exile. Kudos to them. Let them carry on, because the suffering is too much. We wanted to release Nnamdi Kanu.
All right.
What are we going to market to do on Monday if Nnamdi Kanu is there? And then Nnamdi Kanu is soliciting for our freedom. And we know the marginalization they are in. How many people are killed in the
Eze, thank you. I'm sorry. We have to cut you short. We appreciate
All right, let me just comment on that. Thank you very much. And one thing everybody should understand is that Nigeria government have this kind of pattern of or system of propaganda that never worked. Even during Nnamdi Kanu, they will tell you, Abia State is not doing this. He is from Abia State, and there's nothing going on in Abia State, only to just try to demoralize people using this propaganda. The same thing now, Ebonyi State. These are the people who say, I'm not an Igbo person. They will come to tell you, Ebonyi State is not sitting at home. But look at people from Ebonyi State telling you what the way it is, because they want to use that propaganda. Ebonyi is not observing it. The same thing they did to Nnamdi Kanu. Abia State is not observing it. Abia State is not doing this. So those kind of propaganda does not move us anymore. Thank you.
Mazi, do you want to continue or take a break? Because we have about 5 more people and then we round up.
Okay, just we can have maybe 2 minutes break.
Okay, all right.
And you see that I have added 15 minutes to you.
Yeah, I know. You did very well. Thank you.
Yeah, and I have another meeting. I have a meeting I have to attend, but I will stay here till 3 hour, 10 minutes.
Okay, all right.
So we have like 20 minutes to go.
Okay, so let's take a break, and then when we come back, we will finish up with people who are currently in the studio. Thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate all of you. With giving the people in the studio an opportunity to ask their question. So if you're in the studio, turn on your camera, otherwise I have to remove you. So let me go to you, Samuel Nnamdi. Go ahead.
Dr. Damages, thank you very much again. And the over 4,000 people viewing us, please, if you have not subscribed to Dr. Damages page, do that. Let's support our brother for hosting this interactive session. Mazi, Biko Barum, I wanted to come back with a quick rebuttal, because I believe that before Biafran Orientation Agency takes root, you represent that agency. And you cannot, I do not think it is wise answering question pandering only to your base, because those who are not in your base might be larger than your base. So when I ask the question of a legitimate Igbo culture and honor system, and I said, Nnamdi Kanu ga-abịakwute gị na Finland, maka na nnukwu anaghị agakwa obere, isi na manọ in the spirit. Now, that answer didn't really give me the clarity I want, and that's why I'm bringing this rebuttal. I even suggested in my question that there could be a central place where you people will meet. I'm not the only one with this ideology. I believe there are many people, and Biafra, by the way, exists both in ideology and in actuality. So how do you appeal to people with different ideology as your orientation agency to get us involved? Because there were many people, like I said, I didn't know you, if not for Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu promoted you, Nnamdi Kanu blew your trumpet. So if you have popularity today, it's in Nnamdi Kanu. How can you now say that he will come to Finland and meet you? That's not Igbo culture. Okay. That's not Igbo principle.
All right. If you are asking me a question about what I'm doing to restore Biafra, and how I'm going to do it, I did not answer you and address you, then you should be concerned that you want to know how I want to get your freedom. But here you are asking me a question about personal things, about individuals, about person who were leading the struggle before he was kidnapped. And I told you that this borders on security. And I don't expect me to come here and start telling you why I want Nnamdi Kanu to come to Finland. It borders on, it is the same reason I said I am not going to take instruction from him from the DSS. The same reason is the reason I said he must come to Finland to meet me. And he understands. If he hears this, I said, he will understand why I said it. So you don't expect me to come here and start elaborating the reason why I said he must come to Finland. It borders on security and his own security as well. That is the reason I say it does not mean that I'm disrespecting him or that I'm looking down on him as a leader or anything. No. It has to do with the interest of the struggle. It has to do with his own security and his own life as well. So when I made such a statement, like I'm not going to take order from him it is the same reason why I will not take order from him in DSS. It's the same reason I want him to come to Finland before I can listen to him. Because you don't expect me to start listening to him while he is Nigeria, where they'll be pointing gun at him and say, go and talk to Simon Ekpa, and then he will be telling you, Simon Ekpa, look, I'm a free man, you must stop Biafra. You're expecting that man is not going to come out today and they tell him, go and say, Simon Ekpa, stop. And then he come and say he's not in Afaruku, I should stop. And you think that it's going to be the same thing when he come out of Nigeria? The answer is no. So I'm not going to start elaborating this. Like I said, people who understand me when I said I will not take order from him in DSS custody, they understand why I say he must come to Finland.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Samuel. Adeniyi, you're next.
Yeah. Good evening, all. I just want to welcome Simon. I've seen him for the first time. I'm a retired army officer, and Rudolph, I've been talking to Rudolph for some time, so I'm aware of the program that is running. Now, I want to ask a question, Simon. I'm a Yoruba man, and we all know what is happening in the country. And I believe in one Nigeria because I've served in the military, the armed forces for the country. I have a lot of friends from the east, from the north, from all over the country. So I want a better Nigeria. Now, what I want to ask you is this, Simon. If today we have a better system of government, are you hearing me? A better system of government that is taking care of both the welfare of the people and the security of the people across the country. Are you going to change your mind about Biafra? Because the problem in the country, let me just finish, because the problem in the country today is just bad governance. If we have a better system of governance that make institutions to work at local government level, where the basics amenities, basic services are provided to the people, education, healthcare, affordable foodstuff, good living condition, where all those basics are provided, and at the center, people are well represented across the country, so that nobody will talk of marginalization. Are you going to change your mind about Biafra?
No.
Why? Right, because Biafra is looking for a better government.
Yeah, let me explain to you. Because, okay, this thing you are saying is not possible under Nigeria structure. Even if, are you a Christian or Muslim?
I'm a Christian.
Even if you bring Jesus Christ to come and govern Nigeria, he can never change anything. Because even as Jesus Christ was born, he was crucified and killed by people. Now, Nigeria was not structured to provide these things and this leadership we are talking about. And that is the problem of many of you, because if you understand the problem of Nigeria, you will be in the forefront like Sunday Igboho fighting for the liberation of the Yoruba people. But because you do not understand that, that's why you are here to tell me if this work, if this happened, if this, where are you going to start?
Okay, let me just answer you. Because me, I have gone too far. I have seen a lot in the country, and I have been trained to the highest level of administration in the country as a retired senior army officer. I looked at the problem of the country, and I decided to come up with a new constitution for Nigeria. I don't know if you can see a copy here. I came up with a constitution that takes care of all the tribes, all the what do you call it, all the groups in Nigeria.
Please, if you are going to ever go visit Southeast, don't have your ID card though.
If what?
Don't ever go to Southeast with your ID card if you are in Nigeria army.
I know there's problem in the Southeast now. We are trying to.
Yeah, I'm just advising you as person that is here.
So I understand you. We are trying to solve problems now. You know one thing, Simon. When we got independence, we had problem in Nigeria when we were running parliamentary system. And how did the problem happen? The problem happened in the western part of the country. Today, if any group or any region decide to secede from Nigeria, and you don't have the right system of government, The same problem we are facing in Nigeria today, we will face it in any of the regions.
Okay, so you believe the problem of Nigeria is in the constitution?
Of course, that's why I have to write the new constitution.
But that is not true.
Let me explain now. Let me explain.
No, Adeni, we have less than 10 minutes, and there are 3 more people left. So
let me address him, because his argument is based on the constitution, that he claimed that once he presents this constitution, Nigeria will work. Now let me address him. The problem of Nigeria is not constitution. And when I listen to people talking about 1999 constitution as a problem, I just laugh at them. The 1999 constitution has a provision where they recognize a lot of rights. So have they respected that? There are provisions for Nigerians that are protected under this constitution of 1999. Have they respected that?
That's what I'm saying now. There are a lot of loopholes.
That's exactly what I'm saying. Why are you bringing another constitution where they have not respected the one they have?
That's what I'm saying. If the one that bringing is respected and it is practiced, it will cater for all the regions.
That's what I'm telling you. Let them respect the one they have first, which they have not respected. So what do you think?
That one cannot work. I'm not in support of 1999 constitution. It has a lot of.
But it is working to some extent. It is working on this exclusive.
No, working for to the elites. The elites exploiting. They are exploiting the loopholes to do things for their benefit.
But that's what I'm saying. That if
if you and I. Yes. If you and I together now fight the loopholes, are able to block those loopholes and come with the right condition for the country will move on. Because if you go Biafra now and I go Oduduwa, and at the end of the day we don't have the right constitution for our various groups, we will still be fighting each other.
No,
you understand me?
That is the point, because the Nigeria problem is not in the constitution. It is an ideological. Listen, let me tell you now. It's a historical, ideological, and a religious problem. So, and this cannot be solved under the current mentality that Nigeria has for many decades. It's a historic problem. So, as you are now as a military personnel, you know how you serve Nigeria. And then you compare it to the people in your status that are from the northern Nigeria. Which rank did you attain before you retired?
I think it was a colonel, but if you want me
let's say it was a colonel. Now I will ask him. Did he think that if he is from the northern Nigeria and have probably the kind of education he has acquired under Nigerian military, he will retire as a colonel? Is a question.
Yeah. You see, if there are a lot of things happening.
Just yes, it is possible, or no, it is not possible. As you are now a Yoruba man, you serve and retire as a colonel, and before retirement, you have acquired a lot of education, including training. So I'm asking you now, you are from northern Nigeria. Would you retire with your experience and education? Would you retire as a colonel?
Of course, there are a lot of people of my status.
You are not
that are even left as lieutenant colonel, that are even left as majors. You see, let us not bring sentiment to this thing.
No, that is the problem. That is the problem.
Yes, you know, there are some people from my side too that left as major general. My colleagues too.
You have not answered my question. My question is.
I've answered you. I said the standard after you have reached the rank of colonel, it is politics now this time around and law.
But that is
not that. Yes.
And do you know that it is the something in the educational system that is what we call the quota system in Nigeria? So how do you address that? And how do you think that the northern Nigeria are going to agree to the quota system? Now, the president is from your own tribe, and they are trying to bring a tax bill. Do you know the people that are rejecting the tax bill? There is no single governor from the southern Nigeria. Only the northern Nigeria governors have rejected the bill, and they have dropped it. So how do you fix a system like that? You see, it is no point wasting your time, your resources, your energy, and your life trying to save a failing marriage. And this marriage is not even a willing marriage. It was a marriage that was forced by the barrels of the gun. So now we are saying we are not ready to try again. And we are ready to bring everything down. As you are looking at me, I am ready to burn down Nigeria for the interest and the life of my people. And if I have the opportunity today I will order the burning down from Aso Rock, because that's where the killings of my people are being planned. I will bring it down. And the luck they have is that I don't have a nuclear weapon or a ballistic missile yet. But if I have it, I will start from Aso Rock, because that is where the terrorism against my people are being planned. Once Aso Rock is down, everybody will rest. I will begin to discuss the peace.
All right, Denny, we'll get another chance to have this conversation. So please let me go to other people because he has to go. I want them to be able to say something. Chief Chukwemeka, you are next.
Yes. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. I greet you. Biafra, your days belong. Yeah, I came off because I've been listening to some commentary by people, and then I know that today the zoo of Nigeria is over 60 years, and they've been trying for more than 60 years. They never got better. Instead, they get worse, and now they are worse than worst. Now, before we used to hear that a fool at 40 is a fool forever. And most of the people in that country, they have been, fools at more than 40 years. Now, I'll tell you, some politicians, they come to complain about the activities of the Biafra government. They complain about the sit at home.
Chief, we can't hear you. We can't hear you well. If you have a question, just go straight to your question, please.
Yes. What I want to ask first, I want to commend the Prime Minister and his cabinet for what they have been doing for the Biafran people. Yes, and I want to tell him to keep it up, that Biafrans are solidly in support of the Prime Minister and the cabinet and the entire Biafra government. And I want to tell him that the sit at home is not as worst as the economic terrorism that the government of Nigeria is meted on the people, where they cannot, afford to even have ordinary a square meal. It's not difficult. People that own cars in that country, we can no longer drive our cars because you can't afford fuel. You now walk a long distance to wherever you want to go. I now bought a bike to be able to navigate my way, because terrorism economically is no longer bearable. So the solution is liberation, and we support.
Chukwemeka, we have to leave it at that. Thank you so much. All right, let's go to one for Biafra. One for Biafra, go ahead.
All right.
Rudolph, we cannot hear you. So
one for Biafra, you're muted.
I have the next 8 minutes.
Yeah, no. One for Biafra, you're muted.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, go straight to your question, please. Yeah.
So now, what I want to say is that I pity the likes of Dr. Chid and the others. Now, if you listen to Nnamdi Kanu's last broadcast before he was kidnapped, you will understand that he prophesied about his departure and the coming of Zabaleba. Go and listen it very, very well and understand the facts there, that he knows everything that is going to happen. Therefore, I have no too much. That's exactly the point I want to bring out to those who are asking useless questions here. So go and listen and hear Nnamdi Kanu prophesy about his departure and the coming of Zabaleba. And that's all about it. So I congratulate you, my PM. We are waiting for December 2nd, and God will make it a reality. God will make it a success. Thank you, Biafra, Prime Minister. Thank you. This is my first time of talking to you first one-on-one. God bless you. We are supporting you. We are behind you. And
thank you very much.
Come 2nd December, everything is going to come to reality. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Now the final person is Jeffrey Azuka. Go ahead.
Yeah, good evening, everybody. Good evening, Dr. Damages, and good evening, Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. This is my first time of actually getting to any platform to ask you questions, even though I've tried to get on your space multiple times to ask questions. Well, my question would be, first of all, I would say there's a statement or a saying that what authority does a man have to tell another man what to do or impose to another man what to do outside of a contract or an agreement? So I have gone through the Biafra charter and tried to read through it multiple times over and over again, and I've seen a lot of information which is really, really good. I can say it's almost similar to that of the American what they say constitution, like they have the First Amendment and all that. But the only thing is, when they defined that document, it did say it's a memorandum and other words, like one of which it says it's a contract. So, like I said before, outside of a contract or a crime, there is no outside of a contract or whatever, there is no crime. So, what I'm saying is that document, is that the full disclosure for anyone who's saying, oh, they support, because I'm a Biafran, I wouldn't say, and I support 100% everything you're doing. Nigeria, they've messed up so much that, like you say, if you have what they call it, the nuclear weapon, I'll be the first person to help you press that button to destroy Aso Rock and everything. So my question is, are we being given full disclosure to say that document, that preamble of the Biafran Charter is going to be held to high esteem, knowing that they say a man's home is his castle. So what are the plans that are being put to make sure that those written words that are in there are not being violated by maybe the new government who will be coming in and all that? And then my last question would be...
No, one question only, please.
Okay, so what is the punishment for people who make false claim about other people, just like some other guy came up moments ago and said, oh, he got report that you scam people? What would be the crime of people who make false claims against other people in their land?
Thank you very much. You know, that what you saw was just a charter, which is, like you said, maybe I would say First Amendment or stuff, but that was the Charter of Biafra that was adopted during the last year convention in Finland. And this year convention, with the result of the self-referendum, we are going to vote on the Biafra Constitution. The Constitution has been drafted with over 200 and something articles. And so it is something that will form the legal base for everything we are doing. So this question is well addressed in the Constitution. You know, it has to do with the law of Biafra and how people will be punished if they commit any crime and stuff like that. So it is well defined in the Constitution of Biafra, which will be voted for and adopted during the next convention that is starting on the 29th of this month. So, and then of course it will be in the public after that, and so people can go and see their Constitution. And that Constitution is also subject to amendment. It must be upheld, in addition to the treaties that Biafra government will sign in Finland. So, of course, what we are doing is to provide the opportunity that Nigeria never provided for our people: justice, equity, and fairness.
All right. Thank you, Jeffrey.
All right. So what do you think? What do you think? Which question do you think that he did not answer rightly? And whichever question you wish that you ask him, you can drop the question on the comment section. I may answer you, or I may, somebody else who knows the answer may answer you. So please, any question you feel about Biafra, about Nigeria, about Biafran government, everything, you can drop it on the comment section, all right? And maybe somebody or me can answer you. All right, so thank you for watching. Once again, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Turn on your notification button so you get notified, because on this channel I bring you information, everything concerning Nigeria, concerning Biafra, concerning Oduduwa, concerning Arewa Republic. All right, so thank you for watching. May God bless you.